My Chabad at Chestnut Hill is a Hebrew school.
A Gal in Israel summer camp.
A women's circle.
A bat mitzvah club.
An educational institution.
Kids programs.
A friendship circle.
A shul and a community.
I was first invited to Chabad at Chestnut Hill for a Shabbos dinner, but anyone who knows Chabad knows there's no such thing as just a Shabbos dinner. Now my wife and I and our kids come to Chabad every Shabbos and on all the holidays as a family. Rabbi Mendy is my one-on-one study partner. Together we learn about Judaism with true spirit and meaning.
I love going to women's events at Chabad. It's a great way to socialize, make friendships, and relax. Chabad exemplifies that Judaism is not just for the synagogue, but it's our life.
Moros Chaya and Rachel are fantastic with the kids at Chabad at Chestnut Hill. When we attend Shabbat or high holiday services there, they are so enthusiastic and loving while taking care of our daughters in the kids' services.
I have an 18-year-old with special needs. We wanted him to have an outlet for true companionship and a place where his Jewish life would be nurtured. The Friendship Circle at Chabad provided him with time with his peers, Jewish activities, and his favorite, a time with his special Friendship Circle friend, Chaya, who visited week after week with a big smile on her face.
As both a parent and a kinder music teacher in the Gal in Israel camp at Chestnut Hill, I've had an inside look at the quality of the staff. One of our daughters requires an extra share of comfort and care. Because we know Gruni, our daughter knows that she could always go to her when she needs support. The counselors have the skill to see what her needs are and provide that care and love. They really make her feel like she's missed when she's not there.
We enrolled our daughter in Hebrew school at Chabad because we wanted her to have more than just Hebrew reading skills. From friends who send their kids there, we knew that Chabad would give them a truly authentic approach to Judaism, not something regurgitated or adopted.
My family came to Chabad at Chestnut Hill when I was 9. And over the years, we grew closer and closer to Rabbi Mendy and Gruni. As I approached bat mitzvah age, Gruni recommended I join the bat mitzvah club. I always looked up to Gruni, so I thought if she thinks I should do it, I should do it.
4 years ago, my family and I moved to the opposite side of town from the Chabad Center. I started attending once-a-week learning with Rabbi Mendy and found an incredibly warm environment. We quickly started coming to shul every Shabbos. Now, Rabbi Mendy and Gruni are some of our closest friends, and their kids are like siblings to our kids.
When I first came to shul here, I felt like I was accepted right away for who I was. The services were traditional, open, and welcoming. Whenever I'm at Chabad, whether studying the weekly parsha, davening, or anything else, I've been mentored step by step to reach my own personal goals in Torah and learning.
Since coming to women's events here at Chabad, I've gained a deeper bonding with the women that come here. It surpasses the level of friendliness that you get from just saying hello and Shabbat. The women in the community are so devoted that when we decided to have our first baby's naming, they were the ones to stick around the reception the longest. It was just very telling of what kind of nurturing place this is.
My husband and I wanted to raise our kids to have a very definite Jewish identity, like when we grew up. When we moved to Boston, we became acquainted with Chabad's traditional values and open atmosphere. We know that however often we come to services, there will always be a place for us and our children.
When I pick up my son from the Friendship Circle event, I see the happiness in his face and the fun that he had. The volunteers know his name, his personality, and what his likes are. As a result of his time there, I see an improvement in his self-esteem and his Jewish pride.
When my kids come home with real quality art projects from Gal in Israel, it shows that the money going into the camp is spent directly on the kids. The specialists who run each activity are real musicians, professional swim instructors, qualified art teachers, and athletes. The list goes on. The camp is even on the lower end of camp tuitions.
One day, I was looking at my daughter and said to her, "How did you get to be so beautiful?" She answered, "Hashem made me that way, Mommy." Growing up, I never had God in my consciousness. It brought tears to my eyes that my daughter had the vocabulary to say such a thing, and that these values were instilled in her at Hebrew school.
In Bat Mitzvah Club, I was so excited to come back every week. We learned a new special mitzvah each time, and it was so meaningful hearing it from Gruni. The lessons we learned taught me how to really appreciate my heritage and to get in touch with my true self, becoming a Jewish woman.
The knowledge I would come home with each time even inspired my family to become more observant.
Before coming to Chabad, I didn't feel connected at all. Now, I feel as if I've found myself again in Judaism. At this point, my wife and I keep Shabbos, kosher, and we've embraced that Torah is the guidebook for the Jewish people. When we want to spend Shabbos with our community, we make ourselves at home and just stay over. In fact, now we've started looking into purchasing land closer to Chabad at Chestnut Hill to rebuild our home in the place which already feels like home.
I invite you to come check out Chabad. It's a place where you can discover everything from basic questions about davening to the depths of Judaism at your own pace and on your own path with Rabbi Mendy or Gruni.
Come to a challah baking class or a special lecture here at Chabad. Here, you'll have a space and time to spend just with women and connect with Gruni and your fellow community members.
Discover what Chabad can offer you and your family. Enjoy the meaningful services where Rabbi Mendy explains the prayers, delivers a relevant Torah thought, and Gruni serves a delicious Kiddush lunch for all. And you are always greeted by someone wishing you a good Shabbos with a friendly smile.
If your child needs an extra share of caring, try a Friendship Circle event or Friends at Home volunteer. You'll see that this is the place where your kids will grow into the very best that they can be.
Give Camp Gan Israel a try this summer and see your kids flourish in their talents, deepen their Jewish identity and love for Israel, and just be themselves.
Give your kids the best opportunity to connect with Judaism. Chabad Hebrew School welcomes your kids to open up, learn, explore, and have fun.
Join the Bat Mitzvah Club or other teen programming, where you or your child can discover the inner depths of your faith and yourself.
This is Chabad, the most welcoming and diverse synagogue in the area. No matter what your level of observance or Jewish education, this is where anyone can participate at their level and also have the guidance they need to grow. Come see our flourishing community and be a part of it.
Hi, I'm Rabbi Mendy Umaner.
And I'm Gruni Umaner.
Chabad at Chestnut Hill is a dynamic place that would not be what it is without each and every single one of you.
Without your love, support, and your actual presence, Chabad at Chestnut Hill would not exist. We invite you to our home, our Chabad house, your home away from home, in all respects. Thank you.
מי שיש למון רצה מסעים, יש לי מסעים, רצה דלת נהיה, אז es sollen sich nicht begnügen mit der Grechungen von Besiegten und Verlangen, bei den Schluchen dort, bei den Tues dort, in alle gute Sachen. Und die Frauen bei den Schluchen von Baal-Haibula mit uns noch mehr. Und zustellen sie die alle Möglichkeiten, als so können sollen und beten der Nächsten, der Hele.